Jimmy, good 90 minutes against a very good side that made you work really, really hard.
Yeah, it was, it's what pre-season's for. He's done a fantastic job since he's come in here. I think second half of last season, they had the second highest points total in the league, so he tells me anyway. And, he's got a good side here together from the league above. And it was a real competitive game. They were big, physical, mobile. We knew it'd be a real test. And so it proved, I think we edged the first half, in my opinion. I think they did the second. We had chances first half. They had a couple disallowed second half. It was good defending or poor from them, because they probably would have feel aggrieved that they didn't score second half. We would first half, definitely, with the chances we had. It's a soft penalty to give away as well, what they scored from. But it was a really good game. Game of 2 halves, really good test. Just disappointed how we come out second half. We looked a little bit tired. It's the first time we've took some of the players past 45 minutes. We weren't quite where I thought we'd be second half. Again, it's what pre-season's for. We're a game or 2 games behind these because we didn't start playing until we was 2 weeks in. Hopefully, by the time we get to the start of the season, it'll prove a good decision. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it.
Yeah, and like you said, pre-season, the process started with Bourne, Lincoln, then followed by these 3 good games where I suppose you must be happy you've seen progression in all 3 of those.
Yeah, Bourne was a bad day. Really. I know we didn't do an interview after that because you weren't here. But it was a bad day. The good news was it was simple fixes. It was just mentalities, singing off the same hymn sheet, just getting basics right, really. And we did that the Tuesday night. I think we went into Tuesday. I think that was a really good performance. We got one that arguably we should have 5, 6, 7 against a really competitive side. The goalkeeper was outstanding. And it was really physical and put us through it. We actually lost 𝗠𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛 to hospital. Suspected fractured eye socket. We got good news with that. No fracture. So John will be back in Tuesday training with us for little cat scratches. And then we come into tonight. It's been a heavy week, a heavy load, going from nothing game-wise in 2-3 months to 3 games in a week. We've now got Tuesday, Thursday, and another real test away to Worksop.
Yeah, I suppose as well, surface is quite relevant for what we'll be planning next season. But you could see today, certainly in the first half, getting the ball down the floor, playing some lovely football and making use of a surface which might have been a little bit better today than it probably was in the last 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what we've tried to do with some of the aways when we can. You got Hemel, you got Worksop. They both got solid 4Gs. We did have one against 𝗣𝗢𝗦𝗧 as well, but they let us down, which would have been a good workout for us on a 4G. We've tried to incorporate it when we can. We've tried to do the local links games as well for the local clubs. I think we've got the balance right, to be honest with you. Every game's been competitive, and I think that'll be the case going through the next 3 games. We'll have to have a decision. We'll have to make a decision on whether we want to drop one in the last week, have a bounce game. But yeah, I think it's a well-planned, well-thought-out pre-season.
Yeah, happy so far with the progress. I know we've got a few weeks yet until it gets interesting, but happy with how it's going.
Some of it's real good, really. Some of it no. That's being real honest. Like I say, first half, you go from that level and we go in and we come out and we're a little bit soft, and whether that's because we're leggy. And then the subs, when they come on, I would have wanted a bigger impact. The fresh legs coming on. And it weren't quite there. So that's stuff that we're not happy with. But if you look at the first half performance, at times it was scintillating. There was some great football, great transitions, dealt really well with the threat they posed and created a lot of opportunities. So, yeah, it's pre-season, ups and downs.